So welcome to Factory Town. This is a cute new colony builder with an emphasis on supply chains and automation. It's had a limited beta already, but now it's coming onto Steam Early Access on March the 12th for PC and Mac. The landscape is randomly generated for each game, and what you see right now is my inefficient tutorial village, completely scuppered by this randomly generated river that I got stuck with. Now we're not at home to Mr. Efficiency here, so let's start afresh with a new village as we let's play Factory Town. So Factory Town is developed and published by Erik Asmussen, and thanks to them for giving me an advanced key to this. And it would be a shame if this game got lost in the noise, because I'm very aware that Factorio is getting its 0.17 update or whatever, and Satisfactory is coming into early access on March the 19th. But I've been really charmed by the limited time I've actually spent with this. It really wants you to have fun, have a nice chilled time, and get you into it really quickly as you follow the tech tree up the chain to get to things like conveyor belts and all that sort of stuff. So what we'll do is we'll go with pretty much the default, although I made sure that I've got auto play space switched off so I can choose where I want to start. I think if you've got the tutorial on, you may want to just let it do what it does. I mean, you've got loads of different sorts of things to choose from here, but let's go with plains and rivers. Create ourselves a brand new map full of stuff, and that. Let's have a bit of a look. So resources are scattered all over the place. We have a nice little river, very kind of U-bendy. Might be a little Oxbow Lake sometime in the future, but not now. So let's find somewhere to start that's near wood, stone, and wheat. Fields of wheat. The river, it might be best to stay away from the river. Well, you can build bridges quite easily enough. Although the stone's fallen into the river over there. I think just here, I mean, there's just a great big flat bit, isn't it? Great big flat bit. Put a base there. And already we have 4 workers. You build homes to get more, to be able to house more workers, and well, we'll see as we go along, really. So first of all, let's get some workers getting some food in, and we can do stuff later. Hang on, have there any trees? I haven't really got that huge amount of trees here, but never mind. Let's get a lot of wood, because woods are good for things like paths as well as all the more complicated things. So what I've done there is just select a worker and then drag it. Basically from source to destination, so source being tree, destination being base, warehouse type thing. Oh, we've got a leftover lad. Oh, tomatoes! Ooh, nice. Right, so there is stone, but I'm not going to start collecting stone just yet. I think I'll concentrate on wood. Resources do get depleted, slowly but surely. So this most reminds me of the colonists, in terms of games I've been playing recently. But of course these are kind of these are little sort of weird toy lads, rather than robots. They are very cute. Right, now I've actually got some wood. I've got 12 wood, 13 wood. Let's put in a couple of paths. This is actually a good idea. So that means they'll walk a little bit faster on them. There he goes, a bit faster. To the wheat as well. Oh, hang on. Well, I haven't quite got enough wood anymore. I think I've used it all up on that one path. There we go. So yeah, I think wood is definitely the most important thing to start with. Chutes are quite cool. Chutes are very cool, in fact, because we can automate the process early on of getting raw resources from one place to the other. I can have a little chute that goes from the trees to a warehouse or whatever, and everything will be rather sped up. Let's cancel that. So let's let them do their thing for a bit. As they tootle along the place. I'll probably need to build more housing to actually make sure, because at the moment we've got a hard limit of 4 workers. I can theoretically place them whenever I want, new workers, but you have to have the housing to accommodate them in the first place. So what do we need? At the moment we can't afford it. Let's have a look at houses. It needs 15 wood. So that's just going to be a case of waiting. At the moment we've got 9 wood, 10 wood. I just need to let it do its thing for a while. So we've got enough wood for 1 house, which will allow us, I think, an extra 2 workers. It doesn't really matter too much where you put the houses, because you don't actually really... I mean, the actual lads, well, they'll keep on just doing their work forever. They never need to go back to their own house. But you do need that base house to and be supplied with food to make sure that workers are happy and can exist, and just stuff. But we don't need to position it in the most precise place possible. So just any place will do there. Will do. I can't make any more for the time being because we've only got 9 wood left. What we need to do now is to make sure that there's happiness. And we do need to make sure that food goes there. We haven't actually been able to unlock a market just yet, so for now what we need to do is, well, we'll hire 2 more people. So that's up to our limit of 6 people. And then we need to give them tasks. This task is going to be grain to house. Very straightforward. Happiness helps things such as upgrading your base. Like, I really want to upgrade my base quite soon, but not yet. But I'll need 4 happiness for that, so I'll need at least 4 houses, all happily fed. I'll also need planks made by a lumber mill, and stone, just stuff. Just stoned. Anyway, so we will need to get the lumber mill up and running quite soon. These are like the early shortcuts that you get given at the bottom. Right, what do we need? Not enough population capacity, build or upgrade more houses. Right, so I need to build another house. Thankfully I do already have the wood. There we go. And let's get that lad supplying that with grain. This is only a stopgap measure, because once we actually unlock markets, we no longer need food to be taken directly to houses. The food just needs to be taken to the markets, and then once they're actually at the market, they'll magically appear in the houses, just like speeding things up a bit. So everything's done manually to start with, and you just slowly, make it so everyone carries stuff all over the place. Turn that into chutes, and eventually it'll be conveyor belts, and it's just stuff. Automation, supply chains, logistics, all the usual things. And now I've actually got the ability to hire more workers, so let's do that. Is the lumber mill ready to go yet? Not yet. So let's see, let's just have a look at the requirements for a lumber mill. I think I might need to get rid of one of these people that I've hired. I actually need stone. And also some more wood. We need lots of stuff. I'm going to get rid of him. Also him. And we need to start gathering stone as well. I think the wood is... Well, that guy there is just taking grain to the store. I don't really want that anymore, I don't think. So let's get... Well, that's coal. I keep on thinking that's stone. Harvest water. Uh-oh. Have we not got any stone nearby? Iron ore. That's the nearest stone. I'm not quite sure we can harvest that. Well, there's some over there. It's a bit far away. Right, let's put a path in. This is going to cost us quite a bit of wood. Let's put a path in like that. That'll speed things up. And now that worker, who was having a bit of a mare, can now get that. This is a long old commute. But at least this time, I think he's on the move. There he goes. God, that's a long way. Doobie-doobie-doobie-doo. So this is the same track I'm following as I would be doing with the tutorial messages, because you have to unlock things in a very precise order, like with things like the colonists. But there is a creative mode, I think, where you can just build whatever the hell you want from the start. I've never tried that. I like progression. Anyway, that's going to take quite a while. Now they're happy now because they are receiving food, so we've got 2 happiness. And eventually we'll be able to upgrade the base with 20 stone, but that's not my immediate goal. Let's see what the requirements are like with the lumber mill again. So all we're waiting for now is the stone. We have, at the top left, 2 stone in our shared inventory. So we kind of just have to wait a bit now. Again, for Matey Boy to slowly work his way. I mean, I could assign someone else to do this. We've probably got plenty of wood now, so maybe I will do that. So apparently this is going to be in early access for about 6 months or so, depending on what people actually want the developer to actually put in the game. It's a non-combat game, certainly for the time being anyway, and there's no plans to include fighting, unless people really demand it, I guess. Anyway, let's now just wait. Oh, hang on, we're almost there. We've almost got the stone already. It's just taking a long, long time to get there. There we go, and now we should be able to make the lumber mill, finally. And where shall I put this? This is lumber, so it needs to be near the source of wood. They're all going there to do this. So let's kind of just put it... I don't really want the... If you overcrowd the paths, they do get a bit kind of they fall over each other and stuff like that, so you've got to be careful. I'm just going to put it there. That's unlocked quite a lot of stuff, including the whole chute system. So let's make it make planks. So now we don't want everyone taking wood back to base. We can either make it so that the wood goes back to base and then goes out to the lumber mill, or we could make it so that people carry the wood directly from the tree to the lumber mill, which I think we'll do the best of both worlds. Because it'd be good to have some wood in reserve that doesn't automatically get lumber milled. Now what we could do is make some chutes, so we can actually get the wood go to the lumber mill. Unfortunately, what I forgot is that we can't actually do this until we've actually made planks at the lumber mill. So the chutes thing is something that you come onto shortly, but for now you just have to do everything manually. So I think that guy that's the right guy. I mean, there are ways of like selecting people like this, but it's not perfect yet. Herbs. Hold on, someone's actually collecting herbs. Well, for some reason that worker seemed to be a bit glitched, so I deleted him and hired a new one. And for some reason I couldn't stop him collecting his standing there with some herbs in his hands, even when I tried to reassign him. But we should be okay. I've got a couple of extra workers in, and everything seems to be going reasonably well. Plank-wise, it's a bit slow. We're still waiting for the wood to turn up. Oh, there we go. Some wood has been made. Now, at the moment, there's nowhere for it to go. Well, I can take it back to base. There's no workers operating at the moment, so we'll have to do something about that. So what are you doing? You're taking the food to there, so I can't really stop you doing that. We're starting to get plenty of stone, so I think what I'll do is make it so that the lumber now gets taken out to our base. We can't use the lumber until it's actually in storage. We can't do it when it's stored at the lumber mill. So here we go. There, our first planks have been taken there. So we could start making chutes, but we need a lot more planks before we do that. Because each one takes one plank. So let's wait on that until things have got a bit further down the line. It's good to see that chutes unlocked now. What's next? Well, we'll need, once we've actually got a few more planks, we'll be able to make things like grain mills and food markets. That'll be a thing we need to do soon. But that hasn't been unlocked yet. We have to follow the progression. There's decor and stuff. Look, I have a bench. Yeah, not really that essential just yet. Upgrading the base wise, well, we can't really do that until we have another couple of houses. And we also need planks for that as well. So now might be the time to actually build houses. There's a limit on the amount of houses you can build based on the level of your base. So you can't just build 1 million houses. But let's make this just like the house district. Actually, no. The problem with that is that I don't really want to put everything too crowded and close together. And because for various reasons, really. I don't really want them to get in the way of each other as they take stuff around the place. But I don't want to start adding too many houses now, because the whole food situation is going to be a problem until we've unlocked markets. I want to keep them all, the houses, quite close together, because when I place a market down, that has a certain field of influence only. We've got up to 12 planks now, so we should be able to make something new. What we'll do, we'll try to expand the base, because all I need to do is make these two houses happy by giving them food. Which means I'll hire 2 workers, and let's make it from this one. So you can do that one, and you can do that one. So all 4 will be now supplied directly with food, and we shall have base upgrade imminently. Come on. Food. There we go. Upgrade ready. House max increased by 4. So I was limited to only having 4 houses, which I'd already built. The next limit is 8. Look, they're all already starting to trip over each other. I shouldn't have put these houses so close together. I also want this stone commute to be cut down. I want to use chutes, but it's really not going to be very useful, that, because it'll have to go uphill and then down again. So chutes won't actually be very useful there at all. But I might put chutes for next to the forest, and so it'll take resources directly to the lumber mill. We've got 7 planks at the moment. You've got to be very careful with the design of chutes, because if you put a chute on a road, they can't get past it. So you have to put it on top of archways so they can go under it, a little bridgeway. That's all. In fact, what I'll do, I've got a better idea. I'm actually flattened. I haven't really used this before, but oh shit! Gotta be careful here. I'm gonna make. That's a bit of a cliff now. I'm gonna make the path kind of go here instead. That I want them to follow. I'll also put another path in there. So when I build the chute, that'll go from kind of like here-ish down to... Oh god, that's going to be a mess. I really shouldn't have done all this. Oh god, look at that ramp. Yeah. But I'll start to rebuild this, because we've got 12 planks, so that might soon be enough. So to make this is going to be slightly more complicated. Structural blocks, wooden pillar scaffolding, put one there, and that should be enough for that. Now we need a wooden archway. This might be more... I might be overcomplicating this, but this worked when I was in the tutorial thing. Right, so there's a chute on top of a on top of a couple of things there, so they can still walk under it. But now, okay, what we're going to need is a few more bits of scaffolding. Damn it! Hang on. I'll just use regular scaffold blocks here. This requires 2 planks each, so you can't waste these. There. That scaffolds that. Oh, here we go. Yes. Almost there. We'll need a ramp there. We also need more planks. So this isn't going to save us huge amounts of time, because I'm just cutting down on them walking from here to here. But you'll see how it works. I mean, they'll just literally just like walk from there to there, and then put it into the chute, and it'll roll automatically there. So we'll make the workers a lot more efficient doing this. I promise. But we do actually have to wait a bit for us to get more wood first. Those herbs are so in the way. So we're almost there with planks, but let me just show you a couple of things. There's the economy to worry about. The different kinds of coins are used for various things. There, that's I haven't really understood that yet, but I think you earn these coins by like selling things. I think purple is much later on. There's a lot of stuff later on. God, look at all that. But anyway, yeah, stuff. There's also research, which I haven't even started looking at yet. So there's plenty in the game. But for now, we need to actually get on with the basics of it. So I need to build... Well, we're going to have a chute going like that. And then this is where we start to need ramps. Which is structural blocks. Scaffold a ramp. So we'll need that there. And I think we'll just need a regular scaffolding thing under. I think if you press tab... There we go. You can swap between ramp and non-ramp quite easily. Now, have I done that correctly? They don't seem to be... I'm not sure they've connected correctly. Well, we'll see. What we'll do this as a test. Tree to end of ramp. And let's see what happens. Hang on, let's see if this actually works. Roll. Roll! Yes! It rolled into the lumber mill. So, yeah, we're going to get a much more regular supply of wood doing that now. And there's these other lads as well. You're doing the same, so tree to there. Tree to there. So everyone's walking through the herb garden. And bloody hell, yeah, this is already like... I think it's going to double our efficiency in terms of wood. So let's see how busy the lumber mill is. It looks like they're now fully stocked and are pretty much working at full speed, but they're not, because we can actually increase the amount of workers, and that means the actual working will be faster. By the looks of it, they're still getting supplied nicely. So, yeah, all good. We're going to get planks for days now. I would do the same with the with the stone, but that's, as I said earlier, it's not worth the hassle trying to get the scaffolding done and the chutes done for that. It'll just like bankrupt us plank-wise. So sod it. He'll just have to do a long old walk. Wonder if I should get more. We've got 30 stone, so that's not too bad at all. So now what do we need to do? Ideally, we want to build that market. I'm not quite sure we can yet. Oh, we can! The food market. Here we go. We've got 10 stone, 10 planks, and 20 coins. So this is the influence sphere. So we just need to make sure that all our houses are inside it. Now, we're not going to have any houses over there. So I suggest that we put the market kind of like here-ish. I don't want to, as I say, I don't want to crowd everything too close together. We also need to make sure this is actually supplied. So let's just put in a few roads. Now what we're going to do now, instead of sending all the people who are taking wheat to houses are going to stop doing that. And what they're going to do instead, there's no way of shuffling these or of reordering those, and you can't move this thing at the moment, which is annoying. So, right, so click on him. We can move, oh god, okay. And then we need to do. Yeah, it's really fiddly. I'm gonna just do it manually. All the people who are doing this will now take it to the market, and from then on, all the houses will just like automatically get the food. So you need to go to the market as well. Yep, you're doing that. Oh, I actually moved someone by mistake there. And yes, you need to go to the market there. So you can see everyone. Oh, well, he's not doing anything. There we go. So if you hover over the food market, you can see how it's been supplied. And we've got 4 suppliers now. Excellent. And it's also, the market is now earning us coin. More coin. And to actually make it better, what we can do is take, instead of like him taking the grain to the market, we can take the grain to a flour mill. And then the flour can get taken to the market. And instead of paying 1 coin, they'll pay 5 coins. I really feel like I should have another road. Or wheat. I could do another scaffolding. Shootery type thing. Well, I could try it. Let's I could lay it over paths, but then I'd have to go up in the air and stuff. So I don't know. I think I'm not going to bother in this case. I think the wheat is close enough to the market for us not to worry too much. Yeah, we're getting planks for days now. So let's set up that flour mill that I was talking about. Oh no, that's not it. Build grain mill, to be precise. I'm going to put it close to the wheat. Flour. Oh my god, it's backing up. Do I have another worker? I can't add another worker. There's so much wood now. Which means I'm going to deassign someone. I'm going to make them... I'm just going to delete them for now. So that gives us an extra slot for someone later on. Yeah, because we're getting too efficient. Too bloody efficient now. All these lads now need to go to the grain mill. I think. Is that right? Yep. Oh, this is an easy way of doing it. Right, obviously you. Right, that's more like it. So now they're going to starve for a bit, admittedly, but now that worker that I actually deleted, let's put back, and he's now going to take the grain to the food market. So he's making the worker here needs 3 wheat for every 1 grain thing. So he's going to take it to the food market, and now look, that house has just paid for that flour for 5 quid instead of 1. But now we've added an extra step in the process. It does mean we are more at risk of it going wrong and stuff. So what we'll do, add an extra path. Oh, I've only got wood. Just regular wood. Always because it's all going into the bloody... right. So we still need... I think we still need a worker to take some wood to the base. Well, by the looks of it, things have got a bit better now since I de-assigned that worker. What I might do is I might build another house. Let's build it over. Oh, I can't... Oh, God, I haven't got enough wood. Alright, I have to wait. In fact, what I'll do, for the time being, I'll reassign him. So there's only going to be one person feeding that. Which is a bit of a shame. But we do need the wood not to turn into lumber. Oh God, they're really going for it now. Although it's a bit slow. Yeah, that's okay. It's just that there's 4 people. That seems to be surprisingly large amounts. But we should be okay. So long as it doesn't, the flour doesn't get backed up. Oh, it has actually got backed up. Right, reassign. There we go. Now he's sorting that out. I think I think we've got more flour than we know what to do with. Yeah. Finally made a dent in it. It's because we've got 3 going into there and only 1 coming out. But now we've got 2, so that should cheer them up a bit. Right, next. I think now... Still can't afford a house. Bloody hell. We need 15. Right. Okay, so Operation New Houses commences. Right, so whilst waiting for the wood situation to resolve itself, I've realised or remembered that you can upgrade houses. For 10 quid plus 5 planks, we've got loads of each of those. So I'm going to upgrade the houses, which will increase the population limit. So I'll do that for every house that I've got so far. So we've now got 20 people we can play around with, which is all to the good. I might get an extra stone person on the go. Oh, hang on. I had 2 people there. Right, sort you out. I'll leave him for the time being. And I don't think I need to build any more houses just yet as a result of that. And my next base upgrade would take wooden wheels and things like that. So we would actually need a new stuff. I think it's a workshop that we'll need next. And let's do that. Ooh, where should we put this? This is kind of like where we need stone, I think. So I'm going to put it here. And we can make wooden wheels, which requires 2 planks and 5 seconds. Oh, okay, yeah, because it requires planks. So, I mean, at the moment the lumber mill is all going into here. But what I'll do is I'll make it so planks go to there. I could make it go from the lumber mill to the workshop, but I won't bother doing that. So you're going to do that, and we'll make wooden wheels. And we'll just try in this video, try and get to the base upgrade stage. Now, unfortunately, we can't upgrade it. We'll have the wooden wheels, and we'll have the stone bricks once we've made something to make stone bricks. Which is a good question, actually. I think it's something else. We need a different building, which I forget which it is, to actually do that. Oh, Stonemason's now unlocked. We need 40 stone for that. The other thing we'll need is another 4 houses. We will actually need more houses, because we need 8 happiness, and each house can only provide 1. So I'll add a couple more houses. This is going to require a bit of wood. Let's make this a housing district over here. We'd actually need paths and things, really. Because nobody's actually going to go to those. Because the market takes care of the food. So we still need another 2 houses at some point. And we also need to make sure that they're all happy. So we need to make sure that the food market has enough wheat or flour. So we'll have to make sure that production is going very well. It seems to be at the moment. Although we've got actually... things have slowed down a bit. Alright, going to give them... What I'm going to do is add an extra couple of workers there. Plus, I'm going to go back to having plenty of people providing it, because otherwise that'll be a problem further on down the line. Now, we've now got enough stone to make a stonemason, so let's do that. Oh, by the way, I just realised that there is actually, if you press F1, F2, F3 and F4, you get all the different hotbars at the bottom. So what... I've actually got the Stonemason thing there. A lot of these things are locked. No, I don't think it has the Stonemason on the... anywhere. So I'll actually have to go into the build menu for that. Right, where's this going to go? This needs to be near the stone, I guess. Ah, look. Loads of stuff. All stony type things. Stone bricks. Right, so these are... I'm going to make them both go to there. We've got capacity to spare, so... What I might do is also have... How much stone? We haven't really got much stone in base, so I'm not going to bother having one go from the base to there. You can also build barns as new storages if you don't want everything to have to go through your main base. But I don't think I really need to worry about that just yet. Although I might do a base. I might do a barn. I think maybe the wooden wheels can go there. Well, everything's so close to home, so it's not really a huge issue. Yeah, I can't actually put it anywhere. Also, I don't think about the equipment. Oh, yes, I have. What have I just built? Oh, I just built a bloody lumber mill. God damn it. I did not mean to do that. I suppose trying to build a barn. Oh, the lumber mill's there and the hot bar and the barn's there. Oops. At least they put the scaffolding there for me. But no, I can't afford it at the moment. So that's something I'll have to wait for. Meanwhile, the stonemason is slowly ticking along. It requires 4 bits of stone for each thing, so maybe yet another bloke should get on the case. And then, eventually, once we've got 20 stone bricks, we've got none so far, and 10 wooden wheels, we've got... How many of those have we got so far? Oh, we haven't got any of them. Oh, we do need planks there. We are sending them planks, but it looks like it's a slow old process. I also haven't got anyone taking out the wheels, have I? So we do need that. We'll make this do that. So we'll have a bit of a job to do for a while. Because I think we've got 10 in stock, so they'll take care of it then. Once we've done that, once he's taken all the stuff to base, that thing will have been satisfied. So we now need to make sure that everyone's happy. We've got 6 happiness at the moment. It looks like... Oh, we still need to build the houses, don't we? We should just be able to... We might be able to afford all that now. Let's... I don't know where to put this. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's have a back-to-back situation. So then, yeah, hopefully the food won't... Well, we'll have enough food. We may need... Oh, we've got 2 lads shuttling the grain to the food market, so we should be okay there. I think we just need now to wait for things to happen, to accumulate. So we're nearly there. I've made sure that I've assigned lots of people to carry out all the stuff from the stonemason to the warehouse, or the base, and we are getting stone bricks by the bucket load. We've already got 9 in storage there, and we only need another 6 in base, and we're done. The wooden wagon wheel type things, they've all been done. We're already accumulating. We've got 16 of those, which is plenty. And so we're almost there. We've actually got 9 houses rather than 8. I didn't really... Oh, no, we haven't. We've got 9 happiness. Not quite sure why we've got 9 happiness and only 8 houses. Maybe that's something to do with... Oh, look, you've got 2 happiness. Not quite sure why. Alright, well, I'm happy enough with that. And there we go. Upgrade base. More houses needed or required. And more things will have been unlocked. Cool, okay, so you can see how this is going. We've only been playing about 30-40 minutes or whatever, and we haven't got very far yet, really, but it's a whole long chain of unlocking. I think we've pretty much got to the stage where I was in the tutorial at the very start of the video, so all to the good. Although this one's a bit more spread out and less rivery. So yes, this is available on Steam March the 12th for PC and Mac. And it is really rather charming, and you can really lose yourself in it. A lot of these little town builders I've seen recently have not really been very absorbing or interesting or whatever, but this seems to hit it. So it's all very nice and pleasant. Quaint, I think is the word used in the original description. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do subscribe to the channel for more of this kind of thing, and also to be notified when new stuff goes live. And I'll see you next time.